What's up, peeps, and welcome back to the Lionel Beat Show. It's your first time tuning into the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the videos, man. Also, make sure y'all click that notification bell button so anytime I drop a brand new video, y'all be the first ones to get it. Now, in this day and age, it seems like the more stunting you do in your music, the worse off your fate ends up being. Now, let's look at Dame Dash, for instance.
Same kind of shit. Y'all better stop with me. Y'all gonna get your man in some trouble, I'm telling you. So if y'all want to talk about Jay, if there was an agenda, let's go through it.
No, we're gonna reschedule, man.
What the fuck you mean you're gonna reschedule?
We're gonna reschedule, man.
What you mean you're gonna reschedule? You get the fuck out.
Come on.
Look, y'all heard now that Rockefeller said no months ago. You're not a leader. You don't know shit about my culture. Get the fuck out. You don't know shit about Jay. Get the fuck out, Randy Acker. That's why all artists kick your ass anyway.
Excuse me?
That's why you stay getting punched in your face by other artists, not by Dame Dash, but other people, because you don't respect my culture.
The same guy that will wear a white tee and throw it away right after is a major sign of their lack of appreciation for money and being extremely frivolous. Now, when it comes to Cash Money CEO Birdman, court documents have been obtained and he is demanding a judge not allow one of his creditors from taking profits made from his Florida recording studio. Now, the lawsuit being brought up is one that was filed in 2017 by a company named EMG Transfer Agent. The lender accused Birdman of borrowing $12 million from them and using his Miami mansion as collateral. Now, the suit actually accuses Birdman of defaulting on the loan and seeks $20 million in damages. Birdman has denied the allegations of any wrongdoing, and he believes that the lender gave him a sham loan and has demanded the case be tossed out. Now, months after the case was filed, the judge appointed a receiver to take possession of Birdman's mansion. So for some of y'all that aren't familiar with what a receiver is basically the repo man, the person that comes and takes your stuff when you ain't paid nothing on it. Now, and the receiver actually took control of his home as well as all the property inside. I mean, it's worse than an eviction. At least you can grab your stuff out or the police department will sit it outside, but no, when a receiver gets it, it's a whole wrap. Now, the EMG Transfer Agent recently went to court demanding that all profits from Birdman's recording studio also to add insult to the injury. Now, the studio is located at Birdman's former Miami home. The lender argued the profit should be seized also in addition to the home. Talk about savage AF. But however, in newly filed court documents, Birdman is firing back and demanding they be shut down, and he is tired of losing. He says his recording studio was never put up as collateral for the $12 million loan. He's pretty much saying, hey, okay, y'all can go ahead and take the home, but yo, for Christ's sake, don't take my microphones and mixing boards, Jesus. Now, the rapper says the studio is located at the Miami mansion and it should not be seized in conjunction with the house. Birdman says the studio income is not tied to it being on the property. He also argues that his studio would make money if at another location. Now, Birdman says plaintiff may argue that the property and recording studio are the same, but that would be simply wrong. The recording studio business is not the property and could not move to another location while the property stays. He's also pleading with the judge to side with him and not cause havoc to his music business as well. Because you already know, man, you're going to take a man's house, then you're going to take his opportunity to make music. That's going to make somebody flip their wig and just do something absolutely terrible. Now, Cash Money exec's former mansion was 9 bedrooms, 17 baths, and it actually was once owned by producer Scott Storch. Now, that should have been a bad sign right there because you already know how his career kind of dipped down at one point. I mean, already it was probably bad luck going on. Now, the house actually boasts 25-foot ceilings and features a below-ground pool, outdoor pool with cabana, a movie theater, gym, spa, and an in-house massage room, and 100 feet of waterfront and a private dock. Talk about balling. Now, during the legal battle, Birdman burst into the courtroom at one point, pleading with the judge to help him get back the property that was in storage. he tried to get certain property returned, including his music awards, including BET Award and MTV Awards, along with record plaques of Drake, Nicki Minaj, and Lil Wayne. And guess what? The judge denied his request and refused to give him the items. So y'all can kind of pretty much imagine, man, Birdman is going through some major issues right now. I mean, you lost your home, then you lost your business, and now you lost some of the most prized possessions that money can't even pay for. You can't pay for those type of things. So if y'all want to go on eBay and get that auction, man, it might be for the low. Who knows? It might be available. You might be able to own you a Drake plaque for whatever reason. You may want to have that in your house. Now, back in September, things were starting to get bad for him already, when he was hit with a $1 million default judgment in a separate lawsuit. Now, this case was brought on by his ex-employee Nicholas Jose Pinzo, who also accused Birdman of failing to pay him proper wages for overtime. Now, Pinzo actually began the process of trying to collect on his money and recently tried to seize Birdman's bank accounts. However, he was not able to garnish any of the assets because Birdman had closed several of his accounts, because he knew ahead of time that them joints was about to be seized, and he was like, yo, you ain't gonna get me. So I mean, this is definitely telltale signs, man, that Birdman has been having a lot of money troubles. Why would the #1 stunner need to take out a loan if he's worth this amount of money and he's going through so many financial difficulties, man? You can't keep keeping up with the Joneses. Sometimes you gotta be a Smith. Now, the account closures came months before Pinzo's fired off those subpoenas, because I think Birdman kind of knew already. He was like, man, something's about to go down. Okay, now you can hide the money. However, when it comes to them properties and things that are in your name, I mean, that's free for the taking, and them receivers will pull up with a truck and come grab it. It appears that his bad business antics have been broiling over for quite some time, as Hot Boy Turk of the Hot Boys commended No Limit for having a reunion, and to this date there hasn't been a Cash Money reunion, and he feels some type of way. The only actually recent collaboration was between Juvenile and Birdman, and they did like a little side project together, but to this date they have not fully came back around with a Cash Money tour. So it appears that, man, that's definitely something Birdman may want to consider, being that he's losing so many assets, he's losing money, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man, maybe he got an apartment somewhere else, you know, got to put something in your baby mama name. You got to make some type of moves, man, in order to keep pressing forward. I mean, it's definitely a sad situation, man. I don't wish this on my worst enemy. It sounds absolutely terrible to lose everything. But at the same time, man, you got to handle your business. You got to pay them bills. You know, you can't be ducking people when you owe a loan, man. You signed a bonding contract with these people saying like, hey, if I default on this loan and if I ignore you, you have all rights to take whatever I set up as collateral. So that was him. You know, I guess he really desperately needed that loan. You know, he was trying to make Tony Braxton happy, put that house up on the market, and boom, look what happens. It ends up vanishing like voila. So there are definitely crazy information, man. I encourage Birdman to definitely, man, get back on the music scene. Y'all fix y'all differences. Obviously, Rich Gang ain't kicking out enough money, so maybe he needs to be looking into some other avenues in order to generate some real lasting income that's gonna help him move forward with his career, because this ain't it, bro. So yeah, man, definitely crazy, man. And there's no telling how much jewelry the dude probably lost in the process as well. I'm pretty sure them $20 million in damages, I'm pretty sure they probably owe him a little bit more, because I'm pretty sure his jewelry game alone was well in the millions. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely crazy stuff. And I certainly feel like pride is one of the most damaging things you could possibly do to yourself and also to your career. So the pride ultimately led him into signing this loan with these people that was some real live gangsters. I mean, these are the type of gangsters that will take your crib and not feel no type of way. And not just your crib, they gonna take everything in it, the studio, everything, man. The door opener, the doorknobs, they ain't playing. They trying to get every last dime out of it. And they gonna sell it back and make way more money than what they initially lended out to you. So, man, I hope them $12 million, man, I hope they're still available somewhere, because I know with him closing all his bank accounts, he's definitely trying to hide some money and try to get out of that situation with his ex-employee. So it kind of makes sense a lot to where, you know, the issues he was going through with Lil Wayne saying Birdman owed him money. Obviously, the dude is definitely not good with money. So a lot of these people don't be looking at no Cash Money millionaire like you ever want to be a Cash Money millionaire. I certainly don't. because that ain't something I would want to actually do. And Cash Money millionaires, apparently they're not real millionaires. They go borrow millions from other people so they can stunt around town and keep up this lifestyle, but you can't even pay your bills. So I mean, where is the lesson in that? The lesson is, don't borrow no crazy money that you can't pay back. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the videos. Share these videos, and I'm gonna peep y'all on the next one. Holla. Reduce or eliminate the appearance of open cuts, scars, stretch marks, rashes, eczema, and more with X Moisturizer Solution, an all-natural African shea butter with honey and other essential oils. Guaranteed results for skin, hair rejuvenation, beard maintenance, and more. Works great for men and women. Visit xmoisture.com and purchase yours today.